Hello, you are most welcome. Yeah, it's Henry the computer guy, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through the entire procedure of how you can apply for your dream job through the Education Service Commission. But this time, you're going to be doing everything online. Remember, previously, all this procedure was done offline, whereby you were provided with the necessary forms, filled them, attached them to your application, and then later return them to a specified location, and later they could be picked by the Education Service Commission, taken for sorting, and later you could be invited for an interview. So all this is going to be summarized in this video, and I guarantee you it is going to be something very simple. So I would request you to follow along with me. So now I'll talk about the first things first. So first of all, make sure you have the necessary documents with you. So first of all, I've created a folder on my desktop and it is called application. So when I open it, it has the necessary documents that I have. For example, the first folder has 3 items. We have the application form. We're going to look at this. The external advert we are going to be following. And then we also have the summary form. These are the forms you've actually been filling on hard copy, then later attach them to your application, then later take them to the Education Service Commission. So now we are going to be dealing with these online. Another folder has some other certificates. There are 5 in number. I can as well be able to upload other certificates that I've done elsewhere. Then we have the certificate of registration. This is from the ministry. We have our passport photo, then other certified documents. We have our ID and so many other stuff. So make sure you have all the necessary documents. And another thing, this can be done on either a phone or a computer. But for my video, I'm going to be focusing on a computer, but it can as well be done on both the mobile phone or a smartphone and a computer. Then another thing you have to note is that your computer has to be connected to the internet. And before we do anything, let's check whether our computer is connected to the internet. So when I come down here, it shows me that my computer is not connected to the internet. So I'll come and click to this section. Then I'll come and turn on the hotspot for my phone, then click on it, then connect to my phone and see whether I can be able to share internet from my phone to my computer. And they're showing me that I'm now connected to the internet. So those are 2 done. Another thing you need is a web browser, and I'm going to be working with Google Chrome. I'll open it and see whether it works. So I already have some 2 accounts in here, but I'm not going to use them. I would be adding another account. Let me first of all add that account to this computer. So let me click on this. Let me maximize it and click on sign in. And having clicked sign in, of course, you'll give it some time. Then it will take you to the section where you're going to write your email. And I'll write Henry, a computer guy at gmail.com. After that, I'll click on next. And having clicked on next, of course, they're going to tell you to enter your password, and I'll enter my password. So you can go to the internet cafe, you log in, then you can do what we are going to be doing. So do that. And after clicking on next, you give it some time. Of course, they will let you in. Of course, yes, I'm in. And finally, my mail or email has been logged in, and it is showing me here, henrycomputerguy@gmail.com. This is the email address that I'm going to be working out. So first of all, let's go to our advert and read through and see what we are going to be following. So our advert is actually here, and they're telling us that Education Service Commission external advert number, this is the number, it was released on 22nd December of this year. And they're telling us here that applications are invited from suitably qualified persons to fill the various vacant positions which exist in the seed secondary schools built under the Uganda Intergovernment Physical Transfer Program. So, and that is the year. Then here they're saying that the applications should be filled online, and that's why I'm here. So I'm going to be taking you through the entire procedure of how you can do this. Then down here they're saying that application should be submitted not later than 10th January 2026 and this at this time. So make sure by this time you're done uploading and submitting everything that you filled. Then down here they're telling us that please follow the instructions below for the filling and submission of your application form. So first of all, here they are telling us that we have account creation. We're going to be seeing how we are going to be creating the account, and they have given us the links already, and we'll be using them when it's the right time. And number two, they are telling us that we have to sign up for that account. After, we'll be able to have an account. Then a confirmation message will be sent to our email such that we can proceed with the necessary procedures. Number three, they're telling us that application process, we're going to go to view job, then later we'll follow this. So I'm going to take you through all this, don't worry. So applicants are advised not to note the following: create an email, scan your passport size photo, scan your relevant documents, keep a copy of your application for future reference. I'll show you whereby you can be able to actually be able to print or remain with a copy of this information, or you can even fill these forms that I showed you later. Then you have a copy of them after filling this online form. It is also working either way. But remember, I told you this can be done on a mobile phone and even on a computer. But for my case, I'm going to be concentrating more on a computer. But I'll show you how you can also maneuver with your smartphone. So they're telling us that relevant documents include maybe O-level, A-level, degree, diploma, and so many other stuffs. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the real practice and see how we can do this. Our email is already logged in, and we are going to be minimizing this. Then we'll put the website they gave us so that we can access the portal. So we are going to come here and type a recruit dot esc dot go.ug, then press enter. And having pressed enter, of course, I will come and maximize this. So you're going to be taken to this procedure. I told you this can as well be done on phone. For example, if I try showing you on phone, let me show you also on phone. This can be done on phone. So I'm going to record also using a phone, then I'll put it aside and you see how it looks like. So what we are going to do is to sign up for an account. So I want to show you after entering that address on your phone so that you can as well be able to follow along. So what I'm going to do is to come to my phone. I'll open my Chrome, and having opened my Chrome, I'm going to type the same address they gave us, erecruit. Of course, they have already given it to me. Then I'll click on it, and having clicked on it, of course, they are going to give me the same interface the way I have it on my on my computer. So I'll look for that option that says sign up. Sign up. Remember, we said we have to get an account. So I'm going to click on the option that says sign up. And having clicked on sign up, this option, so I will write the names. Remember, you have to write the names that are on your academic document. So because this is an illustration video, I'll just write any names of my choice. I'm going to put maybe Henry, maybe computer guy. Henry computer guy. Then here I'll put the email that where I want the notification message to go, so that I can confirm that it's my email. I'll put Henry henrycomputerguy@gmail.com. Then I'll put the number, my phone number 0701334170. Then I'll come down here, I'll put my gender, of course I'm a male, then my Ugandan, then I'll create my password. When you click here on a password, of course they will auto-generate a password for you, but you can choose your own password. So I'm going to choose my own password. Make it strong. It should have maybe uppercase, a lowercase, should also have some symbols and so many other stuffs to make it strong. After that, I'm going to click on the option that says create account. And having clicked on create account, a notification message is going to be sent to my what? To my email. Let me close this. Don't save. Never save. Then come and open the next tab here. Let me open the next tab here. I'll come and open my mail. Go to it, of course. When I come to my Google Apps here, I'll come and open my Gmail. So having opened my Gmail, I'm going to come to my inbox. Then I open this message and it says that thank you for signing up to the Education Service Commission, a recruitment system. So what I'm going to do is to open this email. Then I'll click on the link to confirm. And having opened my email, I'm going to click on the link such that I can be able to confirm that it's me or it's my email. I'll come and log in again by typing in the email I've used. Then I'll type in my password. Then I'll click login. And having clicked login, of course, I've finally been taken to the what? The dashboard. This is called the dashboard. And when you look here, we have my activities, and under my activities, I have my applications. Of course, here I don't have any application. I have my CV. Of course, I don't have any information already filled, and my progress is at 37%. Remember, here they are telling us that your profile must be at least 75 complete before you can apply for any advertised post. So we have to make sure we make it to up to 75 or even 100%. So these are the two actions we are going to be working with, and I'll come to my CV. Of course, when we open my CV, it is at 37%. But when you look here up, is this option for editing, meaning that you can still add in the necessary information. For example, come and click on this and edit some information. For example, the designation, of course, it is education officer. Education officer. Of course, current or present address. Of course, you put your address. Let me put Kampala. Let me just put Budo. Let me put Budo. Then you can put the date of birth. For example, if you are born in 19, maybe 95, 96, whatever, you can put the necessary information. So I'm going to pick any date here. So you can as well put your date also. And remember, this information can as well be modified at any time. But before you submit, you make sure you fill this information before you submit. So assuming that you were born in 1996, maybe it is May. Let me put a certain date, 20th May 1996. Then you put here the sub-county, maybe it's called Rubaga. Then you come here and put a nationality, maybe Ugandan. Then you put your NIN from your ID, assuming that the NIN is this one. Yeah, I'm not putting the right information, remember. This is for just education purposes. Assuming that is your NIN number, you come and put the home district, and that is Kampala. Of course, you put your gender, maybe male or female. Do you have any disability? If no, you leave no. You put years of experience. Maybe you have 2, maybe you have 5, maybe you have 7, maybe you have 8. You put maybe you have the languages. We talk about maybe English. English, you put a comma, you add another language, maybe Luganda. You have the specialization or teaching subject. Maybe you're going to be applying for ICT or agriculture, whatever you choose. Then you have other information here, for example, information or other information for specialization. Maybe you have computer repair, maybe put a comma, enter, maybe and do the maintenance. You put a comma, you press enter. Maybe you can do web designing. You put a comma. Maybe you have some information about cybersecurity. You put it, and so many other stuffs. Then the second teaching subject, maybe it's mathematics. And then we talk about the competences, maybe hardworking. Put a comma, press enter. Maybe time manager. Put a comma, then press enter. Maybe you're self-driven, and so many other stuffs. Then you can click on the submit option and success. So here they are showing us that maybe already the profile is on 55%. They're telling us that not profile picture is required. So remember, I told you that we have our folder on the desktop that has the necessary information, and it is called application. When I open it, I have my passport photo already here. So I'm going to browse for it. What I'm going to do is to click on edit photo. And when I click on edit photo, I'm going to browse for it. It is on my desktop. I'll click on desktop. Then I look for the folder that says application. Of course, it is somewhere here. I'll open it. Then I'll look for my passport photo. Then I'll do this. Then I'll crop exactly up to where I feel I want. Then click OK. And having done that, it is already here. So our percentage is now at 65%. So now, when we scroll down, we are going to go to the education. We are going to put the education. I may not put all that information. I may put 1 or 2 just for purposes of making the video short. So what I'm going to do is to click on this plus sign. I click add. Remember, they are telling us that please start with the most recent education data. For example, if you have a degree, you have a postgraduate, you have a master's, so you begin with master's. If you only end on a postgraduate, you begin with a postgraduate. So I'm going to begin with what I want, for example. And they are saying that here, PLE is optional. You can either put it or not. So it's not necessary. And I'm going to begin with a postgraduate diploma. And the institute, you put the institute where you covered that from. Use capital letters, maybe. Kampala University, maybe. Then the qualification, that was maybe postgraduate diploma in education, PGDE, postgraduate diploma in education. Then when did you start that? You pick the starting date. Just pick the date. I don't know whether you're certain about the dates, but I'm also going to just pick whatever dates that I have here. Maybe I go to 2021. So you should check your documents for the right dates. So 2021, maybe August, maybe I put it to something here, to maybe 2023. Maybe 2023, December, we put December, maybe I put this. Then which grade did you attain? And that was a first class honors. I'll use capital letters. I'll put first. It was a first class honors. And I think that is done. After doing that, of course, you're going to come and click on updates. And having clicked on update, our percentage is now 75, but we need to put more information there. So we can come and add maybe another option here. Come and click on the plus symbol. I'll put bachelor's degree, and that was the institute. Maybe it is Mutesa One Royal University. Mutesa One Royal University qualification. That was Bachelor's of Information Technology. You look for when you started that, so you can pick a date. Make sure that you're certain about those dates. I'm just going to pick for any dates for purposes of making the video short. But you make sure you put the right information for your case. Let me put it on 2012. Let me just put it on 2012. This is 13. Let me put it on 2012. 2012. Let me put August 2012. It can be maybe, let me put it somewhere here, maybe. Then I put the end date. Let me put, those are 3 years. Let me put 2015. But I've said you put the right information for your case. Let me put 2015. Maybe I put at December. Maybe 20 something, or I can leave it somewhere there. Then we look at the grade attained, maybe second class honors, second class upper, second class honors. Then we can come and click on the update form. So those are now 2. So I'm not going to complete all, but you'd come to this section, click add, pick another option for USE, then you put the necessary information and update. But it won't allow you to update before you fill the necessary information. But for my case, I'm going to only end on these 2. Then I'll go to the employment record. I'll click on the employment record down here. I'll also add that. For example, where have you worked? And here they're telling us that please start with the most recent, where you're actually working right now. And the institution name, you put the institution name. For example, let me put GTB. Let me put in capital letters. GTB Secondary School. Position. Maybe if you're an ICT teacher, that is education officer, ICT teacher. When did you join that? For example, if I pick the date, 2021, If I joined in 2021, maybe it was a Feb, maybe I can put a certain date here. And remember, there is up to, and here they are saying I currently work here. So you're going to check this, and this one null, be inactive, and put the roles, maybe ICT teacher, maybe press enter, assistant PA to the head teacher, maybe you add class teacher, class teacher, class teacher. After that, you click on the update. So remember, our percentage is even in 90, so that means that we can be able to do what, to apply for a job right now. Let me add one on the employment record. Let me add one on the employment record. I'll come and add maybe matching secondary, matching the secondary school, of course, an ICT teacher, and maybe this was from 2019. I'll go to that date. So you keep adding the necessary information. For me, I'm just adding only 2, but for your case, you can finish all that information that you have. Maybe it was from 2019. Maybe February. Let me say it was a Monday or 11th. Up to, you put a certain date, maybe 2025, maybe 2025. And that was around maybe May. Then you can as well put the roles and continue. So what I'm going to do is to click on update. So we are finally having 100%. So now the next step here is to upload the documents. First of all, I'm going to begin with a registration certificate. I'll come here. You pick the type of document you want to upload. There are very many here, for example, PhD certificate, transcript, and so many others. UCE, USCE, you pick what you suppose or you want to upload. I'm going to come to registration certificate. Then I'll come and click on the option that says choose file. And having chosen file, I'll come and choose the file. Of course, I have my folder already selected. Then I'll come and say upload. Then I say submit. Now, after submitting, you have to make sure that those documents will appear down here. And what I've seen is that some of the PDFs are going to be discarded from being uploaded. So I got a solution for this. For example, you're going to be taking a screenshot of that certificate. You open it, take a screenshot, or you even just use a snipping tool and take a pic of it, save it, then you upload that pic. It will be actually okay for you. Let me just minimize and open the registration certificate. Remember, that certificate we've uploaded has not appeared down here. What we have to do is to do take a snip of that. Let me open this certificate. Let me open the registration certificate. And having opened it, let me open it with a Chrome. Let me open it with Chrome. Right click, come and say open with Chrome. And having opened it with Chrome, of course, it is going to be displayed right here. So I'll reduce the size. I'll reduce the size. Then I'll come and scroll here a little bit. Again, reduce the size. Then I'll have to take a snip of this. So I'm going to come onto my start option, then click snipping tool. And having clicked on snipping tool, I'll have to crop an exact area of that certificate that I want to take. Give it some time. Of course, come and click on new. Then come and select where exactly you want to begin from and end from. For example, I want to do this. So having done that, you're going to save this photo in your folder again. You can even decide to crop it from here and remove the unnecessary information. Apply. So this is the certificate. So I'm going to save it by pressing Ctrl S. Then I'll save it to, I'll look for my desktop. I'll look for the folder called application, open it. Then I say this is going to be the registration cert. Let me just end on that. Come and click OK. Then after you minimize this, you can minimize this, then go back to your browser, then come back to this section. So we come and choose registration certificate, come and choose the file. Remember, we've added another one, so it is in form of a photo now. Come and click on it. Remember, the PDF has been refused to be uploaded, so I've decided to make a pic of this, then select the photo. And having done that, I'm going to say submit. Then they are telling me success, and finally I have the registration certificate down here. So you're going to do this multiple times depending on the documents you want to upload. So I'll pick another one, for example, postgraduate certificate. Then come and choose. I'll come and choose, where is it? It is somewhere here. Then I'll say open. Then submit. I would prefer taking one by one to see a change. Then I would come and look for postgraduate transcript. I'll go back and choose that format. I'll take it, but make sure you only upload certified documents, as I told you earlier. Again, you do the same. Success, those are supposed to be 3. Number 4, come and choose another one, maybe degree certificate. Choose. I'll choose degree certificate. Submit. Success, and that is number 4. Again, degree transcript. Choose it. It is always better to give them names before you start the session. Again, upload. Success. Number 5. Then I can as well add the ID and so many other stuffs. So that can be in that procedure. So now, having filled our information and we are now at 100%, we can now go and apply for a job. Come and say find jobs. Click on this option that says find jobs. And after clicking on finding jobs, they're going to list all the posts that are down here. You pick the one that you want to apply for. But I've told you you can upload other documents. I've not finished all the documents, but you can as well do the necessary requirements and upload all the documents. Then come and say education officer. That is what I wanted. Come and click on it. Come and say apply for job. When you click apply for job, they will take you to this section whereby they're giving you all the necessary information that you filled the other side. If there is any information that is missing, please, you put that information there. Now, for example, the registration number, you go to your registration certificate, get that number, please type it here. Let me come and look for that number. That number is somewhere here, 211 and so many other stuff. You come and fill in that information here. Then if you're married, you put married. If you're single, you put single, wherever. Again, come here. You put your father's name. Maybe I have Then nationality may be Ugandan, maybe occupation, maybe businessman. Then I'll come and look for this other information. Subjects majored in, maybe I'm picking ICT, maybe the department or institute, maybe it is Makerere University, maybe Kampala University. Kampala University. Then current post or current place, sorry, current post and workplace, maybe I work at TV. Then SS as an ICT teacher, maybe put the home district, maybe it is Kampala. Come and choose Kampala. You choose your own district. Then place of work is Kampala, and the subject you want to maybe specialize in, maybe it is going to be ICT. And down here, post of a first appointment. Of course, this is not going to be filled. I'm not on government yet, so I cannot fill this information. I have no idea about it. So, but if you have it, you fill it there. Then this is for those on government payroll. Again, you leave it. If you're applying for the first time or second time, but you're not on government, you can as well skip this because you're not on payroll. Then this information you filled the other side is actually going to be fetched and brought here. Again here, then they will ask you to put a list of referees. You put 2 referees here. For example, their first name, their position, maybe it is a head teacher, maybe their phone numbers and their email addresses. You come and do the same for 2 people. And down here, these are the documents you've uploaded. Then when you come down here, you have to accept the terms and conditions, and you say that maybe I hereby declare that to the best of my knowledge and belief, the particulars given in this application are true. So remember, you can go to courts of law if you give false information here. Then after doing that, you click on the option that says submit and your application will be submitted. So this is for just academic purposes or for video creation. I'm not going to submit anything, and I'll actually delete all this information. It was just for education purposes. So I hope you've learned something from my video. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. You can as well even come and actually edit your information from here. You can edit your profile again. They will take you to that section where you can edit your profile. Then you can even decide to log out. So if you're new to my channel, please, I request you to click the subscribe button and share the link to those people who may need this video. Bye bye. I sign out.